Welcome back, this is Board Game Officer. We are doing another playthrough of Chronicles of Drunagor. Let's go ahead and go over our characters first off here. So we do still have Jaheen as the defender, and last time we upgraded his weapon here to the light maul, which is a 9+ to hit, but it does do 5 damage, and you can't take double attacks basically, but Jaheen does not have any double attacks, so I'm okay with that. Also, last playthrough we found this in one of the chests was the light thorn mail, so now he gets self-prevent 3 and retaliate 2, so that's going to be quite handy. And then as for Shadow, we gave her the bloody axe because Jaheen took the maul, so it's an 8+ to hit, but 4 damage and doubles if they have bleed, but she has 2 abilities, or 1 ability and 1 focus that does bleed, or both of her focus actually does bleed, but so hopefully we could do that. And then also she has the Pack Blade, so as a passive ability your spell attacks gain +1 damage bonus, which she already has 3 abilities here, so those are going to be all +1 damage, which is going to be awesome. Now let's go ahead and read the Jewel of the Free People.
As night falls on the 5th day of your journey, you wander into the market square of the city named the Jewel of the Free People, as it is ruled by a council of representatives, not a king. A place that offers big opportunities to anyone who has deep pockets or shallow morals, where every day seems to be a carnival. But this evening, the mood was anything but jubilant. The city guard seems worried, torches fill the street, and the heralds shout a curfew amidst the pandemonium. All the passers-by are too uneasy to help you find Drunagor, and you don't blame them. Their distress is great, and wherever you look, you can see macabre figures dressed in beaked robes and walking by carts that, you realize in horror, are piled with corpses under the rags. Some disease has come over the Umbralians, and with the city overcrowded by refugees from everywhere, it's spread like wildfire. The sweating disease, as the mob has started to call it, is Admiral Lucanor's revenge, he who was injured by the Council of Merchants last year, or so you hear through the grapevine. Dazed by all this madness, you are still trying to cope with everything, when your eyes meet a familiar shape moving over the barricades that have been assembled at the wharf. Those things are here. The disease, the chaos, none of that is a coincidence. The city is under attack. Could the undead king come here? You can't keep yourself from asking. Knowing the danger, you try to warn the guard's commanders, suggesting they use their soldiers to search for any uncommon gathering, any chanting or ritual, anything, but the confusion is too great, and nobody listens. Then, at a nearby pier, you see an old warehouse where the now familiar emerald lights flicker like pulsars, gleaming through the black of night. Like a moth attracted to the flame, you want to chase it, even if that demands fighting your way across a dock cluttered with enemies, certain that it was your decision for the good of the city.
As for the rules in this one, we are doing the darkness spawning rules are going to be the darkness hunting card. The darkness is standard. The recall action. Curse penalties still 1. Winning and losing is the same. But this one we also have a couple of special mechanics. So we're going to have the monster raid card, which we'll go over when we get to that point. And then area control. By using improvised barricades, the heroes can block the monster's entry point. To do so, they must be adjacent to a rune that they want to block and spend 1 AC. If they do, remove that rune from the board and place it on the initiative track. Then remove 2 runes of the same color from the bag. Also, the hero gains focus 1. This counts as a cube action and cannot be taken if there's at least 1 monster adjacent to that rune. And then event trigger when the number of runes equal to the number of heroes have been removed from the board. At the end of the current hero's turn, read special event Captain's Distress. So the setup, as you can see here, we have runes all over the board here. Those are the ones, so we're playing 2 characters, so as soon as we get rid of 2 of those, we will come back and read the Haunted Warehouse. So here we have this giant setup here. As you can see, it's kind of right next to everything because we have to have everything out at once. And the monsters that we spawn this round is we have a walking horror, which is going to go below red. We have a rotten flesh, which is also below red. And then we have abomination, which is below gray. Here we have our 2 walking horrors, our rotten flesh, and the abomination. Our starting points are right here. So we will start here with Jaheen. So what these runes are going to do real quick is let's go over that real quick actually. So this monster raid card it is going to start spawning monsters. And where the monsters spawn is going to be at one of these ruins. We will just draw one from the bag, reveal it. We don't place it anywhere. If that ruin is on the board, then that is where it will spawn. So if we draw a blue one, it's going to spawn next to the blue one. And when it spawns, it is going to spawn a Shadow Vampire here. So as you can see, it has 8 health. It does Bloodseeker, Bleed 2, 3 damage, and it moves for 3. So that is what's spawning on the monster raid. But so if we get rid of these and we draw a blue one, so if I got rid of this one, we drew a blue one, nothing would actually spawn. So that is a big benefit of doing that, but once we do it, we're going to trigger that event, which a haunted warehouse does not sound good, but what do we want to do for Jaheen here? So we kind of have 2 avenues. As you can see, it is fully connected in full circle here, so I could either go over this way to try to take care of him, or come this way and try to take care of him. He's close. We're going to have Jaheen start right here. We can start in these spots here, and then I think I'm going to have Shadow start there, and maybe go one way or the other. Alright, so Jaheen is going to go 1, 2, 3. Come over here and face that walking horror in the face. We are going to do Protective Light here first. That is going to be a shield 2, +2 hit, and burn 1. As you remember, we do have a +9, or we need to get a 9 or more for this hit. 14, that is a hit. So this is the pink guy. We'll come here. The pink has 12 health. He does 5 damage. So that goes down to 7. That's incredible. All right. And don't forget a burn 1, which will be great. Now for the second one, I'm going to use this. Oh, whoops, I forgot to self-shield on that one. And this one also self-shield 2. And then this is self-shield 2, +2 hit, and push 3. So we're going to attack that guy again. So we got a +2 to this. 12, that is a hit. That is another 5 damage. He is down to 2. Just after 2 normal attacks. And when, oh, whoops, that's bleed. Which is kind of annoying because he's got 1 burn, so he's going to be at 1 health after he activates. Ah, so close. Alright, that's alright, that's alright. So, that was his 2 activations there, and his movement will go up to Shadow's turn. So one thing, I think Shadow is going to come over to this guy, because if we look at Jaheen here, he's got Retaliate 2. So he's got this Prevent 2, Retaliate 2. So when he attacks, he can retaliate if he wants. So I'm going to have Shadow come over here and focus on this guy. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. I do have 1 range cube here. So let's start off with this. Let's do this twin throw here. This time I do not have the fire ruby, so I'm not going to be doing near as much burn. That makes me super sad, but that's alright. Ooh, actually, or do I want, wait. Let's wait. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. Move 3, target adjacent enemy, bleed 2, and slow. So I'm going to move 3 more. 1... Yeah, sure, I'll go 2. Right here. Adjacent enemy gets bleed 2. This is the blue guy. So blue gets bleed 2. Now I will do my melee attack here, which is Corrupted Knives with 2 hits. And because he has bleed and she has the bloody axe, this damage is doubled. So let's go ahead. So if I hit both, he's dead. And if I hit 1, it's only going to do 8 and almost kill him, but not quite. So let's go ahead. They're both +0s, and I have to get 8 or more for this. Oh, 9. Yeah. So 9. That is 8 damage there. So he goes from 12 down to 4 with 1 attack. Oh, I love it. Have I told you guys I like this game? All right. Sorry. Second attack here. Why? Why do those nat 20s come in the most unfortunate times? Because that's freaking awesome. That is 16 damage, because this is the only time that double stacked. So this is doubled, and if I had another ability that doubled, it wouldn't stack. But a double from a nat 20 and an ability will stack. So this attack just did 16 damage. We got 4, double to 8, double to 16. And he has 4 health. Yeah, I think he's a little dead. What do you guys think? Okay, that was legit. Giving him that bloody axe, or her the bloody axe, was perfect, I tell you what. So let's go ahead and kill this guy. And if you remember, she does kill 1 whenever someone dies. However, she's not hurt yet, so that won't do anything. Oh, technically he was supposed to take a slow. Technically he was supposed to take a slow as well when I did that first one, but that's alright. He's dead. Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that was a very, very good turn here. Wow, I think having both those weapons is powerful. Alright, cool. So, sorry, I know that's kind of weird, but just so you can see, Now we'll do this monster raid card. So there's two sides to this, A and B. If we start on A, if there's at least one monster on the board, the card has no effect, and you just flip it over. Otherwise, if there are none, manifest a ruin and summon the indicated number of minions, using the revealed ruin on the board as their spawning point. Then flip this card over. So we're playing 2 players, so we will spawn 1 minion if we had to, but we definitely still have enemies on the board, so all we will do is flip it. And next time, we won't have that option. We will just spawn, period, whether there's monsters or not. So this first round, we kind of get a freebie, and it is the Walking Horror's turn. First thing here is he's gonna get burned, so he's down to 1 health. So close. And then what he's going to do is he's going to try to cleave 2, but they're way too far apart, so that definitely won't happen. Then he's poison 1 and intimidate 1 and do 4 damage and 3 movement, but he doesn't need to move. So Jaheen will soak it up with his shield. So he doesn't have to use his prevent, but I don't want to waste a whole action cube next turn to finish him off. And I'm going to use this blue one here to prevent 2 and then retaliate 2. So I will retaliate 2 and he is a goner. So I retaliated, knocks him off the board, and those guys are gone. So it now is the Rotten Flesh's turn. Let's look at what he is, the alternate side here. Let's look here. So he's got Defiant, which is going to be the hero with the most available action cubes. And then he's going to drain health 1 and fatigue 1. But he only has 2 movement. So let's see who he's going after here. He's got 3. She's got 4. So he is going to go after Shadow here. Shadow is over here. So he's going to go 1, 2. Try to get Shadow, and that is it. Then we go to the Abomination. Let's see what he does. He's going to regen 1, strike 1, and stun for 5 damage. He has 15 health. But he also only has 2 movements, but he's a large character. So, and he is going after the strongest hero. However, he cannot step on, if there's ruins on the board, those are solid objects. Therefore, they cannot, unless it specifies that they're not solid objects. Let me double check. So it does not specify. So if this is on the board, it is a solid thing. So he cannot step into these areas. So for his 2 movements, he's going to go 1, 2, which doesn't really change anything. He would have gotten the same bot either way. But just as a point of note, meaning he is going to be pretty darn close, which is close because he's got strike 1. So he's pretty darn close to Jaheen already. And now we'll come here. We will draw 1 rune to be placed on the board. We have a red T. So it looks like this spot or this spot. So it is going to try to reach Jaheen, and it is going to go right there because that is the closest it could get versus that one. All right. Sorry guys, I know this initiative track is just weird placement. I don't have a good way to fit it on my camera. But it is Jaheen's turn again. Let's zoom up here. We're obviously going to go after this big guy. We're going to go 1, 2. Actually, before I do that, I was right here. I'm going to do this here. My join the fray, self shield 2. So I'll take 2 more shields. Move 2. So now I'll just actually move 1 because I have a ranged cube. And plus 0 hit. But I am up 1 from him, so it's actually a plus 2 hit. So I get a plus 2 this roll. Once again, I need a 9 to hit. 16! And he's got a 16 plus ability, which is whenever you roll 16 plus, shield 2. So I will gain another shield. And that was to the big guy who is that green. So he will take 5 damage, down to 10. All right, all right, all right. Now I need to move because I only have a melee cube left. So now I'll use my movement to move 1. And I will invigorating blow, heal 3. However, neither one of us are hurt, but a plus 0 hit. Once again, I still am above him, so I do get that plus 2. And let's go ahead and roll. 7. Because I'm above him, I get that plus 2. So that's 7. Plus 2 is 9. So I barely hit him. Barely. And that is another 5. So he goes down to 5. However, I am going to do a willing recall to bring all these back and take a curse cube, which I'm going to do this one up to 2 targets, heal 2. I'll cover that one up. And that means I have to end my turn because I took a willing recall. So I can't do anything else even if I wanted to. And let's go on to Shadow's turn. So Shadow is a little bit further away from that Rotten Flesh, and he's only going to move 2 on his turn. So there's no reason for me to run over there. So I'm actually going to run over here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. First thing I'm going to do is open up this chest. I will roll to see if it is trapped. No, siree, Bob, it is not trapped. Boo, y'all. I will draw here. Self-focus 2 and cleanse 1. I will definitely take that. So we'll put that on her board here just so we remember. It's not a trinket, but I'll put it right there so we remember that we have it. And now I am adjacent to this, so I'm going to pick that one up by spending a action cube. I'm going to spend this blue one here. I'm spending that. So what it tells me to do, I have to take this, put it onto the board, and then I'm going to go into the bag here and I'm going to grab 2 reds out. So basically, I do get rid of it, but now I also have less of a chance of pulling a red. So I'm taking these out and I just set them to the side right now. So it's also making it less likely to pull these when I have to manifest one for the monster raid card, which I'm going to have to do this turn. I still have one more action that I could do. I might as well just focus one and cleanse one, even though the cleanse doesn't do anything, but I will focus. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a will and recall. I'm gonna use those two on my next turn, I think. So I'm okay with that. So that is her turn. We come over here to the monster raid. So we have on side B, manifest a rune and summon the indicated number of minions using the rebuild rune on the board as their spawning point. Then flip this card over. So we will spawn one minion. We'll flip that over so we don't forget. And now we'll see where we summon one, and it is going to be... No, I swear, guys, I am not cheating. I'm not cheating. Oh my goodness. Like, I've only pulled reds because I pulled a red last time. Now that second one is on there. I pulled two out and then I just pulled another one. However, this is just manifest, so it does go back into the bag. However, that means nothing spawned. And it is the Walking Horror's turn. Oh, but there are no Walking Horrors because I murdered them. So it is the Rotten Flesh's turn. However, we did not murder him, but once again, he's just got 2 movement. So he is Defiant, which is the one with the most available action cubes. So this one, I don't know how right this is. So as you see, Jaheen has more action cubes than Shadow. So he's actually going to go after Jaheen this time. So he's actually going to go 1, 2. So we could actually just go back and forth about who's the more Defiant, and he's just going to move back and forth and never actually get to anyone. All right. He does hit for 5 though, so he is powerful once he gets to you. But we could actually just like slingshot him back and forth here and do our thing. Alright, anyways. Now it is the Abominations and the Minions' turn. If there were some spawn, they do go... Oh, no. They go above Grace, sorry. So he actually goes right there. Meaning, if you spawn one from this raid card, they won't activate till the next go around. But it is the Abominations' turn, and he is going to regen 1. So he actually goes back up to 6. And then he's going to strike 1 and stun for 5 damage. And obviously he's attacking Jaheen. However, he's got 4 shields, so he'll soak up that 4 shield. And then he will use his blue cube here to prevent 3, so I prevent the 5th one, and retaliate 2. So he will actually go back down to 4. Haha! Yeah, try to regen on me, sucker. Alright, now we'll come here. We draw 2 runes this time, and we have a gray large L, which is definitely going to get Jaheen because it's going to go off of this here. So how do I want to position? I'm going to position it like, no, I'm going to position it like this, like that. He is going to take 2 damage, so he goes down to 11, and Shadow's going to hit. You can't really see, but that's a spawning point right there. So she's definitely going to get hit no matter what I pull. A red, another red. I mean, that actually kind of sucks because now I for sure won't draw that one, but we got the small zigzag, and this one is definitely getting Shadow pretty darn easily there, and Shadow will take 2 damage going down to 8. And now it is Jaheen's turn. So Jaheen is definitely going to do I'm actually going to do this one, Repelling Strike. So it's self shield 2, +2 hit, and push 3. The push 3 is not going to do anything, but he only has 4 health, so as long as I hit, he's dead. And I get a +2, another +2 to my hit because but I'm on darkness. Ooh, actually, yeah. So before I am attacking, I'm stepping off to the side here. So now I do get a +2 for being 1 up. This ability gives me a +2, so I have a +4 to this hit. 10, that is a hit. That means he goes all the way down there. So he is a goner. We will kill that Abomination there. And that also means because we killed 1, we get to go back up to 9 for Shadow. Now, he is adjacent to this. I'm very okay with where the board state is at. So I am okay if we make that special event happen, I think. So I am going to spend 1 cube, or yeah, basically spend a cube. Yeah, I'm going to use this red one, I think. I hope I don't regret that. But we'll spend that to get rid of this gray one. So this will go into the board, and then we all have to take 2 gray ones off of out of the bag and just place them off to the side, just so they're less likely to be drawn when I'm doing for the Monster Raid card. But now, as it said, when the number runes at the end of the current hero's turn. So I still have a turn. Well, I don't have anything else I want to do on my turn. I've used 2 cube actions. Yeah, I already used my movement to go away. So yeah, I can't open, yeah, I moved and then attacked, so I can't go back and get that chest anyways. So yeah, we'll end Jaheen's turn. Therefore, this moves to Shadow. And now we read, Special Event, a Captain in Distress. Oh, snap, guys. Sorry. This door was supposed to be right here. We do have a door. It's right there. I'm sorry, guys. And nothing changed. I wouldn't have done anything different, but let's read Special Event, a Captain in Distress.
Doing your best, you managed to clear some ground on the docks and hold the assault at bay, creating hurdles in the alleys from where the enemies came. The battle continues all over the port, but at least in this district, you have turned the tide in favor of the defenders. However, you still can't find a pathway to the warehouse, and the fumes from the blazing fires aren't helping. Suddenly, you witness a curious scene. From the lower decks of a ship docked nearby, a man runs onto dry land.
Ahoy, matey! Would you mind giving me a hand?
He yells without even looking at you. You could feel some amusement from this situation, if it wasn't such a tragic one, because right behind him, more and more of those things emerge from the ship's sides, something you've never seen before. You wouldn't even have noticed it if not for a small detail that caught your attention. On the other side of the vessel, slightly sunk into the reef, rests the entrance you were looking for.
Alright, so here we have the setup. We added this. This is still blank until we open that door. We've got a Shadow Mistress for our white, which is going to be above orange. With 3 damage, move 4 and 12 health. And then for our gray, we've got the Executioner Standard. 4 attack, 4 movement, 12 health, cleave 2, bleed 1, and slow. It goes below green. Alright. So, we definitely did this wrong. Shadow is all the way over there on that wall. What's the rule? Always split up your party, right? Isn't that the rule? At least it is in this go-round. Alright. So that was the end of his turn. So it is Shadow's turn here, because that was at the end of his turn, so it did move before that happened. So Shadow over here is definitely going to start running over there to try to help. So 1, 2, 3. However, do I want to open that door? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this. Jump 4, 3 damage, and poison 2. But because I have my Pack Blade, this is 4 damage and poison 2. So I'm going to move 4 first. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, just right there. So I am going to open that door, but I will do 4 damage and... No. I'm going to go right there, just so if he does come towards me, I don't get hit. So maybe I don't want to attack him. Maybe I want to help him out. Yes, I think I am. So what I'm going to do is because it is a green cube, I could do that attack anywhere. So I'm going to do it to the Shadow Mistress, which is the blue. So 4 damage, 12 down to 8, and poison 2. That way, hopefully, Jaheen can take care of him on his turn, and she will never have to attack, hopefully. Because the Executioner is going to attack no matter what, so might as well try to get rid of him. So I'm going to back up. I'm still going to do that, but what I'm going to do, I did not move first. What I actually want to do is I did this first, so the jump 4. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I did all that damage. Now I'm going to move 1 and open this door.
The clash for the Umbralian Wharf is ruthless. Enemies came from everywhere, houses in flames, poorly lit alleys, even rising from the tides. Nowhere seems to be safe. But you find a tavern where some citizens have taken shelter, and soldiers pause to catch their breath. A true haven. Among the occupants, you see one who, smiling more than he should, catches your attention.
Hey, you! Adventuring type with the silly face. Come here. The neighborhood's friend, Mr. Alessio, has an offer just for you.
And then we have the setup. We do have a special rule here. Hide and seek. By spending 1 AC while adjacent to this door, as shown in the first setup, a hero can close it. This is considered a cube action. If they do so, put the door back in its frame. As long as it remains closed, all monsters that are outside of C10F, which is this one here, treat all heroes inside as if they were not revealed. If a hero inside of that map 10 targets a monster outside of it with any attack, skill, or effect while the door is closed, remove it from the map and it can never be closed again. Oh, that's nifty. So I could go in there, hide, shut the door, but then I can sneakily open it up, attack, and then that busts the door open and I can't close it again. Alright. We do have an interaction token and that there. And obviously that token is going to be that Master Alessio. And I only have 2 more movement though, because I went 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to open up this chest on this round. Let's go ahead and see if it is locked. Or not locked. Trapped. It is. I get 2 bleed. So we'll put that 2 bleed on her. So I've only used 1 cube. I could interact, but if I need to do something after, I'm kind of stuck. But Jaheen over here is kind of by himself. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I need to make sure that he's only going to go 1, 2. But yeah, I'm going to try to get the Rotten Flesh to come towards Shadow. That way he has less to deal with, hopefully. Even though he would only go 1, 2. And then next turn he'd go 1, 2. Actually, I don't care. What I'm thinking is, do I want to use this? What do I get get from the treasure chest. Minor details, and we have a healing potion, which actually for Shadow might not be too bad, because at least last game she was hurting pretty good. So my last thing here, well, it's not going to do anything else. So, ooh, no, that's a mess. Yeah, I can't do anything with this, so I will just heal 2. So I'm back up to 10. Then I do have to do a unwilling recall. I do have to take a curse cube, but I'm actually going to play this right away, which says focus 2 and cleanse 1. So I just cleanse that one that I would have taken, and I'll take 2 more focus. All right, so that is Shadow's turn. There are no Shadow Vampires out. Monster Raid, we are on side A there, meaning if there's any monsters, we definitely have monsters, so we just flip it over and do nothing. However, now it is the Executioner's turn. So he is going to try to cleave 2, obviously cannot cleave 2. He's going to do 4 damage, bleed 1, and slow. However, Jaheen has already used this one, so I can't retaliate again, which sucks, but that's okay. So I'm going to use this one here to prevent 3, and this 2, so that's 5. So that does nothing for me at least, or nothing to me. So that was the Executioner's turn. The Rotten Flesh here will go, he is Defiant, so the one with the most cube actions, which he's got 2, she's got all of them, so he will go after Shadow. Once again, his movement's 2, so he's going to go 1, 2, which hopefully actually isn't too bad of a thing. And then that's all that he does, so we'll go here to the Abomination's dead. So we will draw 1 more from the Rune Bag here, and we'll flip that over for next time. Jaheen is definitely going to get hit with this. He's like covered here. We got green, long straight. Oh no. Ooh, yes, it can be placed on the board. All right, so we'll put that up there. Long straight is gonna go right there like that. Jaheen will get hurt for 2 damage, down to 9, and now it is Jaheen's turn. So we really want to try to take care of the Shadow Mistress because he's gonna attack twice, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, because you can't step on that interaction. I'm gonna interact here first. Hopefully this doesn't screw up my plan. That interaction is gonna be page 10. So let's see what this Captain in Distress wants here. We can ask if he knows Admiral Lucanar, ask if he knows Thormagar the Sage, ask him what's in the warehouse, tell him to get away for you got this, request that he gives you supplies, or request that he help you in the fight. Oh man, this is a good question. I like the idea of him helping us in the fight. Actually, so he's a cleric. Should I ask him, or should I do something else first and then try that for the second interaction? I don't want to request that he gives us supplies because I feel like he's in distress. I'm not going to ask him for stuff, physical stuff. Fine then, I'm asking for help. I'm asking him to help in the fight. 36.
Realizing that the captain wasn't defenseless and was more than capable of fighting, you urge him to help you reach the warehouse.
I was thinking you'd never ask. I wouldn't try me luck alone against so many of them, but it's like the old folks always say, give me a lever and I'll sail to anywhere.
He concludes jauntily, though you know these aren't this saying's right words or context.
Ooh, okay. Take the Neil Messick companion card from the adventure deck and replace this interaction token with NPC token to represent him. Ooh, yeah. You can find details about companion on page 15. Then, if this was the first interaction you made with this token, gain focus 2. Oh, no way. That actually is exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. Well, okay, maybe not exactly, but I like it. We have his companion card here. He moves for 4 and does 3 damage, and loot, meaning if he ever does the final blow to a hero, the hero will actually become a chest that you could open up. So that's what loot is. So we are going to place him with Jaheen. And then, because I don't like tokens, I'm actually going to use Savron, right? They're both blonde, has like kind of a dagger, not really a dagger. But right, so this is going to be Neil here. So I'll take that away and place Neil right there with me. Haha. All right. So now we could finish our turn here. So that was just his normal movement. Now I'm going to do this, move 3 and focus 1. So I will gain a 3rd focus here and move 3. So I could go 1, 2. I'm just going to move 2 to right there. Yes. And then I'm actually going to do this one here. My invigorating blow so I could heal 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this has a +0 hit though. Let's see how we do here. 9 exactly. Yes. So that is 9 damage right there. Or not 9 damage. 9, which is 5 damage. So he goes down to 3 damage there. And then that is the end of my turn. And I have to do a unwilling recall and take another curse cube, which I'll Put it on this, heal 3, burn 2. And now, that is my whole turn. I could attack him with this, but I don't want to because Neil here will go 1, 2, 3. One thing I've got to point out, he is melee here. He does need to be adjacent, so he'll go 3. And then he does 3 damage, which he only has 3 damage. That poison doesn't do anything, but that kills him. So that means his loot thing activates. And just to point out, this loot is not going to be trapped, automatically not trapped. So this gets placed right there. So because he can't pick it up, I'll have to wait till Jaheen's next turn, but that will end both of theirs turn. So that means the Shadow Mistress died, and it is Shadow's turn. So we'll see how bad of an idea this is, but I'll go 1 and interact there with this one. This is going to be page 9. All right, so our option here is tell Alessio to get away. He's not safe here. Ask for anything he could give you in good faith. Scold Alessio. He should be fighting. Ask for an equipment trade, or try to steal something from the table. Ooh, I like that, steal something from a table, especially since it's Shadow. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that one. That one's been like Shadow's thing, is, right? The name's Shadow. She's an assassin. Of course she's going to try to steal something off the table. So number 26.
Engaging Alessio in small talk, you seize an opportunity during his blabbering and distraction to try to pinch one of his belongings on the table.
Boom. I guess I make an agility skill check of 13. Each agility cube you have gives you +2. If you follow the path of cunning, this is considered successful without the need to roll. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
One word leads to another, then suddenly something was absent from the table, and nobody noticed. Master Alessio doesn't seem to care about the spoils he exhibits. Maybe, for at least one person, this attack has been profitable.
Draw 3 cards from the equipment level 1 deck. Choose one of them to keep, then return the others cards to the deck. Holy cow. No way. I've gotten so much. This is chapter 3 and I already have 2 new equipment for each of them. Now, I just want to do a caveat. When I do this, I play with a house rule, which I'm still doing because it annoys me if I don't. Especially because I only play with 2 characters. If I was playing with 5, it would be fine. But when I do this, if I cannot use, like if my characters literally can't even equip them from the ones I choose, then I will redraw. Because only playing with 2 characters, the chance of actually getting something is actually very small. Other than a trinket. But yeah, so basically I give myself one mulligan with only 2 characters. Which, if you want to say that's cheating, that's fine. So we have a heavy weapon, which I can't use. A ranged weapon, which I can't use. And another ranged weapon, which I can't use. This right here, like, I literally can't use those. So I just did this, made the check, won, and got literally nothing for it. Like, I don't like that. So we got Boots of Agility. Ooh, I could do that. +1 movement. And you are immune to knockdown and slow. Ooh, that +1 movement could be nice. We have Periaptive Healing, which is another trinket which everyone can do, which is split, heal 5. Each hero receives at least 2 of this heal may also remove one condition, the whole stack they have. So if you have like 4 burn, you could actually get rid of it, which would be huge. Or, ooh, there we go, padded leather armor. Self-prevent 4 and move 2. Yep, done, hands down, easy. Because it's basically the same thing, but I prevent 4 instead of 2, which will be super nice. So I am just adding that right away. All right, so you can't do the same minor action twice in a row, so I can't interact with it again. But ooh, maybe I'll do that again, actually. So what I'm gonna do, I'm kind of wasting time here, which it might bite me in the butt when it comes to like actually finally going over there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this jump 4 damage and poison 2. So by jumping 4, I'm just gonna jump right there. Basically what that does is get me out of range with that guy. However, no, actually I don't need to. Yeah, I'm not even gonna move. Basically I'm just doing that for the magic damage because he is gonna go after the one with the most cubes. Jaheen is full and I'm gonna have less. And he activates before Jaheen does. So Jaheen, he's gonna go after Jaheen. So he's actually going to go that way. So I'm just going to say right there, but I'm going to do 4 damage and 2 poison to the Executioner there to try to help him out. Executioner's pink. So we'll go down 4, down to 8, and 2 poison there. So that was 1. So I'm actually going to use this blue cube to do 2 damage and stun. Once again, to that pink guy. So 2 damage. Oh, can he be stunned? Yes, he can. He can be stunned. So we will put stun on him. That way I'm helping him out while I stay over here. However, that is my 2 actions. Oh, I forgot to take my 2 damage. 1, 2 for that bleed. And I'm going to end my turn because I want to interact with that again, I think. Well, yeah, I do want to. So I'm going to stay there. However, we still don't have any minions. Now we are going to for sure spawn one. Unless I can magically pull a gray one. Or a red one again for that fact. And we have... I swear I'm not cheating. Okay, this game is being way too easy because I'm rolling good and I'm picking out these good. I mean, if you see on the board, all I have is those and I have 1 green. I've been pulling those out of the box. I've been doing everything with it. So that means nothing spawns and that flips over again. Oh man, maybe I should just spawn something because I feel like I'm cheating. All right, so the Executioner, he is going to move. He's got 4 movement because stun only makes it so they don't attack. So he will move. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's right there. Makes it all nice for us so we can attack him. However, that's the end of his turn. Now the Rotten Flesh will go. Once again, as I said, he has Defiant, so he will do the one with the most cubes. Shadow has 4. He's got all 6. Jaheen is over here, so he's going to go 1, 2 to try to get closer to Jaheen. And now we will draw 2 runes again. All right, now we need to hurry because now I'm just wasting too much time. So we'll draw 2 here. We've got a green. Man, pulling like the same colors over and over again. That is just a nice little L, which will get Jaheen. So we got a small little L. I can place it however I want, so I'm going to place it away from there. That does mean he takes 2 damage. We will pull the other one, the second one here, which is a blue and a little zigzag, which actually is going to barely get Shadow. Wow. Dang. All right. So that means Shadow is going to take 2 damage down to 6. That is the end of that. We'll flip that over. And it is Jaheen's turn. We'll zoom in nice and close here. So I would open that up, but I can't because he is adjacent to a monster now. I do have a -2 to my hit on the darkness. However, I have a +2 hit because I'm above him. One thing I forgot to do is get rid of that stun, and he has 2 poisons. So that's the Executioner. He should have taken 2 damage there. That was on his turn. So now I'm going to do a self shield 2. So I'll gain 2 shield, +2 hit, which is a +2 because those 2 minus out. So I've got a +2 to this roll. 11. Booyah. All right. That is a hit. That is a kill. Because that's a kill, I do Shadow goes up 1. Executioner is down. And that was my first action. My second action, now I'm not second action. Now as a minor action, I'm going to open that chest. Once again, that chest is not trapped, so I get to just pull one straight from the chest deck here, which will be, ooh, another self-focusing cleanse 1. I will take that, actually. So we're going to put that one right here, just so we remember that we have it there. I like that one. Basically, it's a free focus action, which is why I like it so much. And then I'm going to move and go 1, 2, 3, just so at the beginning of next turn, I could loot that chest as well, right? Because I already looted the chest, so you can't do that twice. So I'll do that next time, and then I'm going to bring this guy, go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to prep him so he's ready to go in there, just because. I only used 1 action cube. Let's go ahead and battle focus. So now we have full focus there, and I'm going to get rid of this cube there. All right, so that is his turn. Now it is Shadow's turn. So here's the thing, is I need to interact with that and run as far as I can here. However, I have already used a lot of my movement stuff, and so, but I've got to do it. I got to do it. So I'm going to interact with this first. So I'm going to pick, this time I'm going to do ask it for anything he could give you in good faith. Just to see, I was thinking about trying to force, but I don't know if Shadow can do that. So number 28.
Master Alessio is crammed with all types of goods, and certainly one thing or another wouldn't cause him to lack. Putting the finest of your oratory to use, you ask him for anything he could dispose of to assist in the battle for the wharf. Convinced or embarrassed, the eccentric merchant doesn't deny you a little help.
Draw 2 chest cards. You may immediately use any number of them if your bag would be full and you would have no space to store them. Okay, cool. I will do that. So I'm going to draw 2 here. We have, ooh, a cosmetic gemstone. Dang, I don't have anything to use with that right now. And the second one is 2 damage and burn 4. Okay, actually maybe, because I have to use 1, because right now I have a cosmetic stone, scroll up incinerate, and then I have potion of healing right now. So I do have to get rid of 1. Obviously I can't get rid of the cosmetic gemstone. Yeah, I have to find something to use it on first. But so I'm going to use this one. I'm actually going to use it on this guy so I can maybe just ignore him him and run. So I'm going to use this 2 damage, burn 4. So 2 damage and burn 4. So that means he's going to go down to 6 next time. All right, cool. So we did that. We'll attach this underneath our potion of healing. So I did that. Now I'm going to 1. Are these, are those connected? Technically they are, because that is connected to there, and that is connected there. So 1, 2, 3. I used that jump 4 last time, which is stupid. I shouldn't have. So, boys. And I do have, ooh, there we go. Ooh. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do this one first before I did my 3 movement. So this one is going to be green. Move 3, target adjacent enemy, bleed 2, and slow. So that means I move the 3. 1, 2, 3. I give him bleed 2. So I do give him bleed 2. So he's already hurting pretty good. And now I'm going to do, so here's the thing is I don't want to kill him right now because I don't want the monster raid to go off. If I have at least 1 enemy, the monster raid won't go off. He'll just flip. He's going to take 6 damage at the beginning of his turn. So if I do at least 3, that'll kill him. So he won't attack me either. So I've got 1 action cube left here. I'm going to use Corrupted Knives to get a double attack here. So that way, just in case if I miss one, I'll still be able to do 1 more. Ooh, that's a 12. That's a hit. And the second one is a 6. Do I have a plus? No, I do not. So that one's a miss. But I do hit for 4, so that goes down to 6, which is exactly what I need. So that is perfect. So that was my 2 cube actions, but I technically have not done my free movement. So for my free movement, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Like that. And technically, he is slowed as well, but I'm not going to matter with that because he's going to die anyways when he activates. Once again, we do not have any minions out. Here, this is side A, so we're going to flip over to side B because we do have enemies out on the field. And then this is going to go to that rotten flesh. But as we already talked about, this is going to, he's going to burn and bleed to death. Therefore, he is going to heal 1. And that takes care of the rotten flesh. So now we go over to draw 1 rune this time. Let's go ahead and draw 1 here. Another red one. Holy cow. Well, that makes it less likely to draw that for the monster raid. And now it is Jaheen's turn again here. So Jaheen is going to open up this chest for the first thing he does. However, this one is or has a possibility of being trapped. So we will roll for that. Yes, it is. It is. He gets bleed 2. We'll put that bleed 2 on him. But we do get to draw more from the chest. Man, we've been drawing a lot from the chest. I love it. I love it. Self-heal 6, which, I don't know. It's good, I guess. Right now, I don't really need it. I needed it last game. The last chapter was really needful, but this game, I don't really need it. I've been rolling and picking way too good. I can't really complain, though. Can't not really complain. All right, anyways. So he is going to have to cross this, though. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Because he crossed that, he is going to take 2 non-preventable. I want to do that move 3, focus 1, but I can't focus. I already have full focus. So, at the end of Shadow's last turn, she did a willing recall here, because you could do a willing recall if you only have 2 colors left, but that means I do have to put a curse cube, and I'll put it on this one. I'm gonna put it on this one, I think. Hopefully that doesn't hurt me. All right. Sorry. So now we go back to Jaheen's turn. He's done his single movement. He's gonna spend a blue cube. No, he's gonna spend a yellow cube. He's gonna spend a yellow cube to move 3 more, so 1, and then open this door. This is gonna hurt.
At last, you fight your way through the hordes and get to the warehouse. There, set in a corner at the back, is a lavishly adorned black ark, from which emerge the emerald lights that gleam all over the night. And all that energy demands its tithe. The wooden structure is brittle, as if ages had passed in hours. The air is thick, and an unexplainable unease sticks to you, just because you're there. You don't know what to do, but somehow you guess the answer is under the ark's lid.
Alright, so here we have this set up here. We have a Commander Theron that spawned here, and then we have a chest. So his health is going to be, Commander CP is 2 plus P, which is players, so we have 4 players, or so 4 CP, R equals CP, so 8 times 4, for his health to be 32. We'll put him on the yellow, and we're actually going to take away the blue one, so we don't use that, and that's 32 health. And, event trigger, watch your step. When this door is opened, right after completing its setup, go to interaction 41. The hero who opened the door is responsible for this interaction. So let's go to interaction number 41.
As soon as you put a foot on the plank in front of the door, you hear a loud crack and feel a chill running down your spine, while the ground around you starts to collapse.
First place map, BF6F, or B is actually what it's supposed to be. They just place on the, first replace this one Well, why do we place it there then? With B4, which is spikes. And then make an agility. Oh, no. Agility skill check of 13. Each agility cube you have gives you +2. If any hero has watch your step status on the campaign log, this challenge is considered successful, which we do not. So let's go ahead and roll this. This is Jaheen. So he only has 1 green cube. So we get a +2 to this roll. And we need 13 or more. 12, baby! Plus the 2 is 14. That is a success.
Even distracted, you manage to anticipate the mess of broken wood, planks, and splinters that would swallow you up and leave you in a bad position otherwise. As it happens, the shock even helped sharpen your senses.
You gain focus 2. Oh, seriously? We already are full focus. Dang it. Oh well. Then place your hero in a square of your choice on one of the edges of map C6 that is adjacent to that. Your move action or move effect, if any, ends. So basically it's saying that I could bypass that. So I could go to any one of these. Basically, it fell and I jumped over it as it fell. So I came right there, but that makes... Oh, whoops, sorry. So I basically jumped over the spikes, landed here, but that means I can't move anymore. That is end of my movement. All right. That was incredible, Jaheen, as he flies over the spikes. Oh, Jaheen was supposed to take 2 bleed at the beginning of his turn, so he's down to 6. He's going down low with how many shields he's got. So let's do this one here. Self-shield 2, move 2, and +0 hit. So we'll move 1, 2 there. +0 hit. If you remember, we do need a 9 on this. 13! Man, I'm rolling good. All right, so that is 5 damage. So 2, 3, 4, 5, down to 27. You know, so close. However, that was my second action because I used a yellow one for the first cube action. But I am 100% going to use my focus ability, which is going to give me a +2 hit, +1 damage, and knockdown. However, he cannot be knocked down. He's immune to knockdown, so that is okay. But we are going to do a +2 hit, +1 damage. Yes, 10, that will do it. And that's +1 damage, so that is 6 more damage. So 27 down to 21. All right, we just did 11 damage there. That was incredible. However, because he does go above green, he gets to activate right away. That was the worst one to have open it. So he's going to go Bloodseeker, which doesn't matter. He's doing 5 damage, Bleed X, which is 2, and Stun, 5 damage, which actually is okay. We'll soak up 4 of it with that. We will do a green cube there to prevent the other one, but also I get to retaliate 2. So he'll take 2 more damage. Haha, Jaheen is a beast. So now it is Shadow's turn there. Shadow is all the way over here and really needs to get into action here. These 2 corners are next to each other, so I can go through there. He was supposed to come up here and go 1, 2, 3, 4 and do 3 more damage to this guy, down to 16. We did half his health in 1 turn. He's down to 16 from 32. And Shadow's way over here, but Shadow actually is going to help here. Quite a bit, actually. So it's actually okay if we don't get there because, so first I'm going to do my movement, go 1, 2, 3. So there's my 3 movement. Then I'm going to use jump 4 damage, and poison 2. So I'll jump 4 first. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I was in darkness. I was supposed to take that 2 damage, so I'm 8 down to 6. And obviously I'm doing the commander for 4 damage and poison 2. So we will do 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and poison 2. Man, I love that. And then we're going to do, so we can't stun him. He is immune to stun, so we're not able to do that stun, which would have been nice, but do not have that right now. So I'm going to use this blue one here to do 3 damage and push 3. So I do 3 more damage, down to 9. I do get to push 3. Isn't going to really do anything. I could just do 1 there, just so Jaheen could do that, get that chest, I guess, if he wants. And that is my 2 actions there. I can't use any of my focus. I could bleed 2 and slow him because that is a magic damage, magic attack. At least it doesn't have that melee thing. I'll have to look that up. If that's supposed to be, pretty sure that's supposed to be a magic attack. So I could give him bleed 2. I'll wait. That does end Shadow's turn. So we still don't have any minions, but now we'll have to draw another one out of the bag. So we'll draw a manifest one, and it is orange. Finally, one will spawn. Right before we're ending here, finally, we'll have a minion spawn. We'll give him the pink bottom, and he's going to spawn right next to the orange one here. And then this one flips, and now we will draw 1 rune this time. And it is a green, big old funky one. So it actually is going to be Shadow. Shadow actually has 1 more health than Jaheen does. So it is actually going to go after Shadow here. So it is going to break down into 3. And it's going to go 1, 2, and 3 for that. That means Shadow does take 2 damage. And now it is Jaheen's turn to finish this guy off. We'll be up nice and close here. Jaheen. Oh, no, he should have done that. Oh, well. So he does have to use this cube first here. So I will heal 3 and burn 2. So he'll go back up to 9, and he will burn him for 2 as well. Oh, that pink one is supposed to be at 8 health. So it's not going to matter here, hopefully. So now he's not adjacent yet. Oh, however, he is going to take a unwilling recall, and he's going to put it right here for his curse cube. Let's go ahead and do this one here, shield 2, plus 2 hit and burn. However, I did need to move first here. Actually, I'm opening up that chest first before I move. See if it is trapped. It is trapped. Two poison. So we'll put 2 poison on him. However, we will draw 1. We got Scroll of Incinerate. Man, I feel like I've gotten that so many times. I do already have 2 though. So I'm actually going to discard my Potion of Healing. And I'm going to keep the Scroll of Incinerate. Alright, then I moved, and then I did this shield 2 plus 2 hit burn 1. So we rolled a hit. I got to need a 9 plus. Oh! I think that was my first miss, actually, this whole round. No. Shadow had 1. So this is my second miss. I really can't be too mad. I can't be too mad. So, but that was my second action. Actually, that really sucks. That means I'm not going to kill him. So, wait. I do have this, that my focus. So I'm going to do my attack again, which is a plus 2 hit and plus 1 damage. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. Plus 2 to hit. 17, which gives us another shield 2, but that doesn't matter because that does 5 damage, 6 damage because it's a plus 1. So 9 down to 3. And as you can see, actually not even that you can see, Neil is going to go 1, 2, 3, and deal that last 3 damage from here. Go boom. So that poison and burn didn't even do anything. And Neil comes and knocks Commander Theron, is that? Yeah, Commander Theron off and kills him. Oh my gosh, people. All right, I totally forgot to draw the commander cards. No wonder that was so easy. Okay, pause. Let's see what would have happened. I mean, would I have lost? Definitely not, right? Because he only activated once. So go ahead and just show that initiative track here. So Jaheen did once. So whatever I draw right now, I'm going to try to retroactive just to see how bad it would have been. It only went through the initiative track once. So each one of these that I'm going to draw only would have gone once. And let's see how bad I cheated here. So I do have to draw 2 of these because we were playing 2 players. The first one is Gray. Passive. The commander gains plus X base damage as long as there is no other monster adjacent to it. So he would have done plus X, which is Gray. So he would have done 2 damage to me, which actually when he attacked me, I used to prevent 3 on 1 damage coming in. So that would have prevented the last 2. So that one did nothing. And the second one, Green. The commander heals twice X. Health gain this way can exceed its starting maximum. So X would have been 3. Whoa, and he heals twice X. So that means he would have healed 6. So I still would have won, but let's look at this. So he was at 3, so he would have healed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means he would still be at 9, but then he would have gotten hurt 3 by him. So he's got 6 health left. So let's go ahead and play this out right. So he's not dead yet. He came and did that 3 damage. So he's not dead yet. So he came in and did that 3 damage. So he is at 6 health with that 2 poison and 2 burn. So actually now he is going to activate after Jaheen's turn. And so now he's doing plus, because of this card, he's got plus X, which is 2. So he's actually doing 7 damage. And of course he's doing it to Jaheen here. Oh, that's not bad. 4 shields. And then, look at this. So actually, I forgot to do this. There's poison and burn. So mark that down. So he gets hurt 4. And now I'm going to block 3, which retaliates 2, which then kills him. So Captain Theron comes at Jaheen. Jaheen blocks it and knocks him for the final blow. Alright, guys. Oh, man. I'm so sorry that happened, but I fixed it. I think we're good now. I think it all worked out well. So this says to end as soon as the commander dies. So even if there's other enemies on the board, therefore this minion doesn't mean for anything right now. Special event, a curse in disguise.
As the Commander of Darkness falls, your attention turns back to the enormous black ark. The emerald light was still there, contained as a shy glow, echoing below the loosened lid. You don't hear any dirge now, yet a curious buzzing perseveres in your ears, and your gut twists more and more each step you take towards the strange piece of furniture. Even if gazing at the ark is somewhat nauseating, you feel irredeemably compelled to do it. The wooden planks creak and scream as you walk over them, and you sense this place isn't safe. The building was already weak by itself, but you suspect that the power that unnerves you also undermines the wood that forms the beams of the shed. Nevertheless, and even though it probably houses an evil artifact, you cannot help yourself from wanting to reach for the ark and open it. A lonely drop of sweat rolls down your forehead while you ponder one of the most important decisions you will make in your entire life, totally clueless about what the consequences might be.
Open the book of interactions to page 11. Another interaction here. Ooh, we want to destroy the ark and whatever's inside, or open the ark and inspect its contents. So we get to choose together here. I feel like a cleric is going to want to just destroy everything, but I feel like an assassin is going to want to open up and inspect its contents. But Jaheen is going to be the leader of the party, so we are going to do 39.
Deducing that it would be better to destroy it, no matter what it is, you prepare yourself to deliver the first blow. A sudden flash of tetric verdant light, though, erupts through the cracks in the lid, totally engulfing your view for a moment. As soon as you regain your sight, you glance at the well-guarded treasure, a cube made of 6 chrome tablets, perfectly assembled. The gleam makes it clear and distinct. Its core, you discern, burns like a shy ember, but without any trace of warmth flowing from it, instead being cold to the touch.
The party leader takes the Seed of Darkness from the adventure deck and uses its front side. If any hero has the humbled or unbroken outcome on their campaign log, they must erase them, and the party leader writes down the adamant outcome on the campaign log. Which we don't have. Then read End of the Adventure, You Better Run, page 19.
The noise of wood snapping and breaking echoes around you. That burst of light damaged the warehouse structure for good. Certain of what will happen next, and driven by an unknown willpower, you grab the cube. The following moments prove themselves the most terrifying this night so far. Pieces of wood and lumber fly everywhere, below and above, and you could swear that you'd be buried, pressed against the sharp, pointed reef. You run as if your life depends on it, and it really does. And without looking back, you go fast as lightning through the first window that you see. You dive deep into tides corrupted by death and darkness, while the building collapses in a cacophonous symphony ringing across the wharf. Dragged by the waves to some shorebreak 100 yards away, you almost feel grateful when you realize that you are, surprisingly, facing a seaside keep from which a strong alchemical scent flows warmly, cutting through the cold air. Almost. Near a fireplace, rolled in a blanket, you turn yourself again and again, trying to avoid the cold, or something. Your host is the sage Thaumagar. Luck brought you to his workshop. Introductions made, you all now share a kettle filled with the best infusions from Hearth, land of the little ones.
Valarai, the High Priest really doesn't know what to do.
Thaumagar replies after hearing of your mission.
I have rummaged through the most obscure tomes in the Library of the Stars, and I'm certain the answers they seek aren't there. The doctrine of the setting sun did its work well in the past.
He adds with an indignant tone, inviting you to agree, but you don't have a clue what he's talking about. The sage is tall, grisly, and with Amoranian features, he could easily pass for someone's grandfather. Although he is old, he seems healthy and proud, maybe a little anxious. You suspect that constantly handling alchemy stuff could have something to do with his frantic attitude, but he shows certainty and erudition when speaking.
Ignispira, we need to go there.
He presses you, brushing aside your natural inquiry about the destination.
Of all the people who've preserved the true story, they are the closest. This isn't the first time we have faced the enemy, my fellow. The problem is that we chose to forget.
You argue and protest as best you can, but convincing Thaumagar is impossible. And mentioning your previous encounter with the undead king just worsens it. Understanding that the worrying and urgency of the sage will make him unmovable, you offer a bargain. Visit the Draconian town first, then Valerai. The night will be long and full of rhetoric and eloquence exercises. Although you talk about everyone and everything, you don't say a word of the mysterious cube you just found, and you don't know why.
If any here has a curious job outcome, which we do not, that ends. So now, each player chooses and unlocks a class ability for their hero. And then we do have the option to do the side quest adventure. I'm not going to do it. I just want to do the core game for this playthrough. So let's go ahead and unlock a class ability for each of our heroes. Jaheen is going to take this one here. Oh, maybe. So we're going to take that top one. You suffer no damage from darkness. That is going to be so handy, especially when he's the defender, so it's usually coming after him. And he won't get hit for it. It's going to be great. As for... So we're going to take this top one, +2 to hit against enemies who are adjacent to another ally, which I don't know how much it's going to help, but I really want this one. Is whenever you roll 16 plus, the attack gains +1 damage. Or I could do once per roll, you could re-roll an attack. So I really want those rather than that one. That one's okay. With only 2 players, that doesn't happen a lot, quite honestly, but we're gonna go for it. And there you have chapter 3. Go ahead and join me next time for chapter 4, and I will see you later.